Clarity denied from him. Meanwhile, Moo trying to get some damage here. MP is actually going to try and pursue here. Slowing him down with the open wounds. They will manage to get the stun. And Moo, a little bit too big for his bridges. Oh, he's barely managed to survive. He gets blocked up by the creeps right as Firefly ends. And that is enough for MVP.
QO goes down.
Yet another kill. QO getting taken out in the middle lane almost immediately afterwards.
Very surprising considering that we didn't have to commit the arrow for that. I think that MVP should make their move mid, although this mid tower is one of the more hotly contested ones as DC is well formed, more importantly.
And there will be no more playing here. They managed to get the swamp back out. We not going to be latched though by the pounce. That means he will be able to make his way out of here. He gets the Moonlight Shadow off underneath the tier 1 tower. Looks like Bevy may go down. Gets on the ult for just in time. Now Moo dragging back Rev, gets a lot of fire damage. Looks like they managed to kill QO. They lose the Ogre Magi, but it's still worth it so far for DC as long as they don't lose anybody else. MP hot on the trails of Weeha, who doesn't have a leap just yet. 2 more seconds, 1 more. Oh, gets the leap just in time, but he's in the trees. He's stuck. He goes for the TP up, but MP, like a bloodhound, chases him down, sniffs him out, and will be able.
He was going to spot up rewards. They immediately go for the smoke, and this might just be a little bit too dangerous. DC, do they expect this?
They draw the Rop around. Fred, his initiation is going to be key, and they've got Moo. They blow him up. Resolution already down to half health. A nice arrow lands on Fred, but the swap out is going to be able to save him. Smoke screen down. Stock's not going to be able to get anything out. Resolution does get the kill on the axe, but as you say, Digital Chaos are going to lose practically every other hero. It's only
one person. DC, they're doing the smart thing right now. They're smoking into the jungle very aggressively. They want that gem back in. QO might actually be the target here, but in position.
Oh, the call move gets turned around on his side. He's going to be able to grab that one. Immediately get out of there. Full retreat for Digital Chaos. They're going to lose their support, Saksa. Everyone else might be able to get out. No, Misery's not going to make the escape. QO still have the blink. Will be able to latch on to Misery. That will be 3 down from DC after a failed initiation. Again,
Morph available. He's just going to go for the split push, and this is going to be an opening from MVP.
He's going to continue go for the push to the top lane. The Replicant is on its way, but it's not ready just yet. Digital Chaos are going to lose their first racks. The nukes come out. Dubu down to half HP. Digital Chaos looking for the pickup, but they gotta be careful with their initiation. QO jumps back in. Fred, here comes the cavalry. He's gonna get the call, but misses completely. Misery will be able to get the Force Staff away, and we gets a little bit more magic damage on all the heroes. Nice stop there with a flame break. They are gonna be able to grab MP. They pull him off back, and unbelievable. Digital Chaos may not only win this fight, but also the push in the mid lane. We want never mind. Wisdom Blade comes out, almost gets taken out with the fully fight. It's not quite enough damage. Saksa is gonna be left behind, but the whole entire rack is being taken by Resolution. MVP Phoenix, think about the objectives. Save your buildings. Resolution leads out, already getting bashed up, has the waveform ready to go, but he turns, takes the racks first, gets the little extra before. Oh, that wasn't the adaptive strike he was looking for, but he will get the kill nonetheless.
So much gold right now in Resolution's pocket. He's got almost 7,000.
Morphing on his strength. He's got the Replicant. He's also got a waveform coming in. They should not be a death unless Rev can hold him long enough. Gets the Theory of Blade and managed to get the call out. Resolution, 500 HP, 100 gets away. Over to the racks, up to top lane. Don't tell me. Oh, Resolution, you cheeky bugger. He's going to take that extra range racks before he tries to retreat. Has no mana though, so I think he realized my time here on this earth is done. I did well, my friends. Think of the deeds I did and not of the death.
Unbelievable. Resolution just turned an unwinnable position, and I'm not exaggerating that. I'm pretty sure that MVP can't lose a straight on 5-on-5 fight. He grabbed 4v5 fight just because Dubu always has to mirror wherever it is.
The Glimmer Tape initiation, that'll find the opening. MP gets locked down by the Lasso, and surely this is going to be a kill. Yes, MP gets
he doesn't have buyback available either, and they're even going to find Febby now.
Febby pops his ultimate. Not sure how he's going to be able to get the blink and the blink strike away for this one. He's got Yule still, and the blink dagger's up.
All right, that was
okay.
Really feel like they should have killed that as Lark now picks up the Divine Rapier.
QO. Time to turn this game up to 11.
Does he just immediately lose it?
Oh, no, not like this. He's going to run into Weeha, tries to pop immediately, does manage to get the ultimate off, and will turn towards Misery instead. Glimmer Tape as well. Ghost Stepper will be able to buy him time. There goes the gem on the deck as Febby ends up getting popped. QO jumps over to Saksa, will three-shot the big man, but Resolution has managed to take the Mega Creeps. Rev down to half HP. It all comes up to QO, and what kind of pickups he can get? He needs a bash, can't get it. only taking out Soxa, and Resolution takes the ranged racks, and they also manage to get the life stealer as well as going for the lasso, but misses on the Slark. Dark Pack laid out just in time. Now Forev is going to be able to clear out Misery, but Ethereal Blade saves Misery's life for the time being, but only for a moment for a spike. Meanwhile, Q-O jumps to the back line. He got moved. Can he get more? Misery, he's going to be abandoned. DC, see you later, Misery. A twofer, but still more building damage being done by these Mega Creeps.
Yeah, every single time Misery dies, he just like shakes his fist and he's like, look at your base.
You fools, Febby. Oh, he actually sees Weehaw right now. Weehaw bumps into Febby. Knows, now that he's got the gem, blows him up. Oh, Febby didn't react quick enough as the gem picked up by Weehaw reveals the Riki.
Remember how we were talking about like how valuable gems are? There's just like 4 littered on the floor. Nobody's even making any attempts to pick them up. Soxa's like, all right, I'll get them.
All right. Not throw this one away in a stupid mistake, or at least not yet anyway. The smoke comes out for MVP Phoenix, but Weehaw in the perfect position, sitting on the high ground. Pops the smoke. Now on the right-hand side.
Q's already used his ultimate. He can't afford to die here. He doesn't have buyback.
They need to be able to catch him, and Moo might just be able to grab him. No, not in range of the lasso. Dark Pack was still there anyway, and MVP Phoenix will get back to the safety of their high ground. But they really needed to be able to make that initiation work. They won't have any more smokes for the time being, I believe. And so, they got one more.
Every side being pushed in now. This is the ideal scenario that DC want any sort of pick-off. Could just mean the game for MVP, as they don't have buyback on either of their cores.
Rage goes out, MP dodges the Ethereal Blade blast that comes on through, but there's still so many Mega Creeps swarming into their base. It's giving some liberty to Digital Chaos as they know they have back out. Another jump in, Misery is going to be popped, but not! Soxa comes in with clutch ultimate, and now a lasso in return on MP, but there's Subu. Another defensive save for the support of MVP Phoenix from Resolution. He's coming out so fast. Oh my god, Q-O and MP have done it. The call goes out. We have the next target is MVP Phoenix. They see the in the water. They know this is their opportunity to give themselves a bit of relief, but they couldn't quite get the kill on Weehaw. They only get Resolution and perhaps Misery. The call goes down. Misery going to be pulled back inevitably into the tier 4 range. And there it is. 2 down in exchange for Dubu's Vengeful Spirit. Only well, I see only a little bit, but now I see that second
Resolution in this bottom area, just continuing to push things in. This top side though has been pushed out so far from QO. That is now MVP.
He jumps forward, still has the ultimate, but he's getting big pop first. Now on the left-hand side, Q-O makes the jump. Misery maybe to sacrificial lamb once again, but they've got Dubu. No swap is going to save him, that's for sure. Misery gets pushed over to the high ground as he will survive. And now Resolution, he jumps forward, but Q-O still off the ultimate. Will fall back on that one, but we saw Forev, he actually retreated out from that fight. Had to defend the base. Their 2 supports down, only the cores of MVP Phoenix alive, and DC are full 5.
Now this creep actually gonna get taken over as a lot of United.
Okay, he's gone. Q-O though, he's got sights up. They may just be able to die here. He's got him. The damage down. It's his Divine Rapier on the deck. MP, he can't even pick it up. He has to leave himself. Oh no, without the Slark, MVP Phoenix, this seems surely doomed defense of theirs as Resolution just goes for the tier 4. Dodges the call with the waveform, making it look fancy. Resolution putting on one hell of a clinic here in this game number 1 as there it is. They forced out the GG from MVP Phoenix, and Digital Chaos have done it. They took this game, which the whole entire time looked to the favor of MVP Phoenix, but one stellar defense at the bottom lane and Resolution. And they do it. Game number 1 in the books for Digital Chaos.
Unbelievable. This
full experience, and now they're actually going to rotate the Lich here.
Oh, this is very good, especially if they can go on Misery like this. But
maybe he's going to actually take a lot of creeps here. Surprise! There's an extra nuke here. They've got the first blood, or we're just before the 3-minute marker. Congrats, Blitz.
1 for 1 in the prediction so far. I told you, you can't cheat off of me, man.
I was 10 seconds off.
10 seconds too late. Yo, what is that quote from Fast and Furious?
I don't know, dude. That's your movie.
Oh, Bebby is so dead. I'm just lying.
Gonna be stunned up here. Weehaw's
oh no, Bebby! You should have gone up! You fool!
He just kept running. He could have actually survived long enough that the dust would have faded, but
we gave up on that. He's like, alright, I'm not getting this. And then Bebby juked to the right.
of their own. Pass through the mid lane, but start heading up to the 12-minute route. They're going to run into Soxa and will be able to pop them almost immediately. No tether saved there. Resolution now takes the nuke. Already down to half HP with a raised life stealer over the top. That will be twofer for MVP Phoenix. Maybe make it a third. Misery also going to be caught here. Brev managed to get the stun onto him. Third kill picked up by MVP Phoenix as they can now pressure mid lane.
I need people to know that was a really good move that MVP made. It reminds me of how TI4 newbie played. They played with such speed right there. They decided not to go for that bottom trade. Almost any other team at this tournament would just
dagger. Actually put Misery here in a position where he may die if he doesn't get away from Febby in time. Pops the dust. Good read there. And now they actually get a kill for it. They start dragging back Febby. Good kick is actually going to nail both. Unfortunately, though, QO is able to get in range and start getting a turnaround. But Dubu, that's going to be a 2-for-1 special, apparently. Make it 3? Not quite. MP with the rage and TP out.
Do manage to get out, but they do get 2 return kills for what it's worth.
And it seems like MVP Phoenix are kind of hitting their head on a brick wall here. They're actually going to go down for this. 2-0, already very low. The chain cross is bouncing around expertly, though. Is going to be able to land on a move one more time. 2-0, only heading out for the flame break. A little bit more damage. They got him in the end. Weehaw, surrounded by 2, though, is going to be sure to up, and it bounced over to Moo. He tries to make his way to the cliff, but not in time. And now it is MVP Phoenix who will take the clearance side and try and play off that relocate efficiency, or continue to 5-man. It seems like MVP Phoenix, alright, full on 5-man, but a one-hit kick from Mystery. The silence follow-up, and Chain Frost's gonna bounce around here. Might just play enough havoc to turn this fight back into their favor. A roll on through. Misery catches Dubu, but there's too many heroes. Weeha's gonna scare away the MP. They're gonna force that forward, and they have to suffice with just the bug instead. And the Lich himself, he'll end up going down. They surround the tier 1 tower. Digital Chaos get MVP Phoenix into their claws and claim 4.
That was so much damage that the Razor stole. He effectively stole 200 plus all the time. The Life Stealer can't get any of his damage out like he wanted to, and DC.
And tier 1 tower backing out. They're going to go for the smoke. They run into Perez. The Sheilas gets in the vision and flow onto these heroes. Move, he'll take Q all while the rest of the team looks to do. Move the chain cross though. Oh no, DC! They may have just gone into a trap of their own making. DC still pushing forward though. Have the damage coming out over time onto Perez. They might be able to get this one. Weeha slows him down, manages to get the call, but it goes straight for MP. Looking to be able to take out that ghoul. A bouncing shuriken lays onto the Earth Spirit, though. 2 down as they continue to kite and kite. Digital Chaos. Weeha unable to get anybody onto him. They're going to have to go for the relocate out. Might just be able to get the escape. Moog blinks away. And that is a Razor and an Earth Spirit for QO, but they're going to find more. Brev actually with the invest jump forward, they will be able to get more. Moog taken out, and Weeha, in his attempt to defend his Razor, may have just led into his own doom. Weeha runs himself back to the tier 2 tower. MVP Phoenix not quite pursuing because MP, he's got something else in mind. Soxa, who came back from that relocate, managed to get the tether away. TP out, not quite in time. Brev comes in with a spike carapace, hits the... Looking for their initiation. They go and grab the Aegis here, so instead they're going to grab that and try and take the Guardian Greaves out of the equation. They've done so successfully. They're going to turn around to Brev next. Weehaw with a BKB will rip him asunder, but Duo and MP have just taken out the Wiz, and now they're trying to track down Resolution. But between his DK and the Muse's movement speed, he's managing to kite QO quite expertly. QO makes a long jump over the side, but still loses his Aegis as Weehaw eliminates him. Time for round 2. MP pops back out, goes for Resolution, and it's slow him down for the open wounds. They've got him. Can they actually take the rest of this though? Oh, they certainly can. Holy cow, the damage is too much. MVP Phoenix still managed to win it. With only 2 of their cores alive, they take down the Ursa and the Razor and get to tier 2.
They had to expend so much for that defense as DC thought they had it for a quick second. They all started grouping up as if they had won the fight. But MVP, they swing the tide so quickly. And QO just throwing out daggers, trying to catch whatever he can, and this is a very quick tower for them.
The ultimate comes out, Misery, nice flame break, but it's still not enough to keep him alive. Still though, QO is going to take out here. Now Weeha starts beating into MP. MP, knowing that he may be dead here, starts going for Soxa. He still has an invest combination. The creep wave just spawned. Why did you run away? Oh, he's fine. Oh no! Couldn't quite make it in. Loses his life because of it. 5 back. Digital Chaos losing massively in that team fight, and they can't even ensure a fight still as MVP Phoenix looking quite healthy now that the Guardian Greaves is popped.
This is just so funny looking. Fro's just chilling, waiting for moments to inch himself forward with that force staff while he's burrowed. That 7 seconds done doing absolute work in these fights.
You know, he will have the opportunity. There it is, jumps forward, man, get the spike, can't raise the ball up front, a long kick for injury. It gets a little bit of space, but MP with Inner will be able to follow him up. And now, oh no! Wave off, Rep has found another one. Gets two supports in the background. What is this bug doing? Oh my god, 2-0! It's not your bounce! It's not your bounce! Trying to get pulled back in the evade. Oh my god! 2-0! Not like this! Stop the match! They're dead already! Oh god!
Radiant's middle barracks
they
are
ramped
under
it up
attack.
so quickly.
Alright! MVP Phoenix just like that! They slam game number 2 back in the face of Digital Chaos.
No mobile bug. It's okay as long as I'm out of range. He immediately force steps forward, catches resolution, and the game